I took a workshop yesterday. It was really a video workshop that was way beyond my capabilities, but I still got some really good things out of it. It was a workshop that was very intense and long and strong, and I did about 45 minutes of it, and it was an hour and a half, but I learned a lot more about the feet. And as you know, my concern is about my feet, so I'm going to share that with you. Okay, so we'll start by sitting back in the chair. And everything we do today, I want you to be aware of your feet. Just bring your awareness into your feet and notice how they feel. If you're sitting back in your chair, you may or may not touch the ground. It depends on the height of your chair and the length of your legs. I've got one more person coming. But just become aware of your feet. And if they are touching the ground, feel your feet, you know, the surface of your feet resting on the ground. Good. And then we'll just take a few breaths. So hands can be palms up or palms down, or you can let your arms hang by your side. Good morning. Take a deep breath in. And then slowly exhale. Letting that breath become your calm spot of the morning. Letting the mind come into this moment. Take 3 more. Come back to a natural breath. Gently open your eyes. And where you are, just become aware of the bottoms of your feet. And we're going to lift the toes and wiggle them out just a little bit. Just wiggling the toes. I know Lulu's right there. She's kind of making noises. You can't have that. No. All right. Sorry. Wiggle the toes. All right. And then lift the heels and lift the toes. And if your feet aren't really reaching the ground, you can just move your ankles a bit, right? So lift the heels, lift the toes. All right. And when we start to move the feet, we move up into the ankles, the shins, and the calves, right? So they're all connected. We're going to extend the right leg right where we are. Good. And then point the toes, curl the toes under, and then flex the feet, spread the toes out. So curl, point, spread, flex. Good. One more time. Curl, spread. All right. Bring the right foot down. Switch to the left side. I'm just going to make sure everybody is on mute. Oops, looks like we lost somebody. I don't know who that was. All right. So left leg. You're so noisy. Point, flex, point, flex. When you point, curl the toes under, unless it cramps your foot. Sometimes that does for me. And then when you flex, spread your toes out. Good. One more time. Curl, flex, and spread. Good. Now release the leg down. And now let's switch that up a little bit. So, and we're still sitting back in the chair, so you're not having to work so hard. If you do want to work hard, feel free to come forward, okay? I'm going to make it a little gentle. All right, so now as the leg extends and the foot flexes at this L shape, curl your toes from there. Good. Now point the ankle and bring the toes up like Barbie toes, okay? So it's the opposite. And then flex the foot, curl the toes. And then point through the ankle, lift the toes. So think about Barbie feet, right? And then one more time, flex the ankle, curl the toes. And then point the ankle, flex the toes. Good. And then take this whole ankle, shake it out. Just let things move around, circle it, whatever feels best in your ankle today. Good, and bring it down. All right, left side. So left leg extends, foot is flexed, curl your toes under. Good, then point the ankle, curl the toes up. I call this Barbie toes because they show this like on a Barbie doll, right? When you put them high heels. All right, flex ankle, curl the toes, point, lift the toes, and then one more time. Curl the toes, point the ankle, lift the toes. Good. And then shaking out the whole thing, moving it around. Sometimes I get cramps if I do too much of that curling. So feel free to ease off on that a little bit. Bring it down. Good. Whew. Go ahead and sit forward in your chair. Good. We'll move up into the shoulders. So inhaling, shoulders up and back and down. Take that 2 or 3 more times, observing how it feels across the front of the chest as we stretch, and then between the shoulder blades. Good. And then bring the shoulders down. Bring your awareness back into your feet. Let's scoot back a little bit. Bring your awareness back into your feet. Take a look down. Your toes are facing forward. And then lift your toes away from the ground, but press down in through the ball of the foot, the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. Feel a tripod. And that's what helps support us in our balance as we walk, as we move through the day. All right. Now bring your toes down, lift your heels. Good. Heels down, toes up. I always have to keep taking toys away from her. All right. Toes down, heels up. Good. And then pony prance. So one heel, then the other. Good. Don't worry too much about lifting the toes on this one. All right. All right, take right foot out to the side. Press that right foot down. Think about the tripod of your foot. Do you feel the big toe, pinky toe, and the heel? Are you rolling in? Are you rolling out? Try to keep it even through the whole foot. And then we'll go ahead and lift up onto the ball of the foot and then bring the in and out. And notice how it shifts to the inside of your foot and the outside of your foot as we move through the hips. Good. So these are all the same poses we do all the time, but I want you to just bring more awareness down into the feet, okay? All right, and then bring the right foot forward. Good. And let's do left leg. So left leg moves out to the side. First, press down through the whole foot. Feel big toe, pinky toe, heel, your tripod of your foot. Good. And just feeling that whole foot steady on the ground. Then lift the heel, and then we'll do knee in and out. And you'll roll toward the inside edge of your foot and then the outside edge of your foot. So this is really a hip movement, but I want us to be aware of what the foot's doing this whole time. Good. All right, and then bring the right foot forward, right leg forward. Nice job. Let's take some circles. All right, and then reverse. She's staring at her toy. Now she's doing down dog. Good. All right. Come back to neutral. We'll move through the upper spine. So bend your elbows. Reach back with your elbows. Let your chest come forward. Gently look up. So a little bit like our cow pose. Inhale and then exhale, round and bring the belly in, curling up into a ball. Good. Inhale. Couple more times and exhale. Whew. One more. Good. And release. Come back to center. This is the pose that I do when I'm starting to have a lot of tension between my shoulder blades. Draw the shoulders back and then round. So it's our cat cow, but you add the arms to it, right? All right. And we'll take a few sun circles. So arms are down by the side, shoulders are down and back. Feel your feet connect to the ground, even though we're not standing, okay? All right, turn your palms forward, rotating those shoulder blades back. Inhale, reach up. You pause when you need to. And then exhale, turn the palms away, float the arms down. Beautiful, take 2 more. Inhale, float arms up. Good, and exhale, float down. All right, we're gonna do one more, reach up. And then right hand down as we lean to the right. Exhale, inhale back up. And exhale to the left. If you're having any shoulder issues, it's always okay to bring your hand to your shoulder instead. Inhale back up. Good, one more time, each side. Over to the right, feel the left side stretch out, and then back up, and then into the left. Good, come back up to center, release the arms down. Good, roll out the shoulders. Good, feeling your solid connection, your tush on the chair, your feet on the ground, right? All right, we're gonna take right ear over toward the right side, noticing how the left side of the neck feels. You can even feel it. There's a little tension that happens right across that side of the neck. So we're kind of stretching it out. Oh, that's a good one, Gloria. Take the chin down and up, right? Good. All right, and then lift the hat and we'll go left ear toward left shoulder. And you can always take opposite hand to the side of the neck and see how that side feels, or even the top of the shoulder. Good, and we'll do that little bit of nod, a little diagonal nod, chin to chest and then up. Good. All right, bring the head back up to center. Good. Did you know that what you do with your feet can affect how your neck feels? So what we were doing earlier with the curl toes and all of that, that actually connects all the way up the back of the body to our neck. If I had thought about it, I would have shown you the difference, okay? But today we're not doing that. So, all right, let's do this. Let's stretch out the right leg, and the toe is going to be facing up. Good. And then bring the toe down, slide the foot back. Good. And then lift the toes up, keeping the foot down. All right, so we're gonna do that again. Stretch out the heel, curl the toes, bring the foot down, slide it back, press down through the foot, lift the toes. Good, and I know you can't really see too well what my toes are doing. One more time, stretch it out, flexing the foot, curl the toes under. Then go ahead and point down, bringing your foot to the ground, slide it back. Good, press down through the whole foot, lift the toes up, spread them out as much as you can. Good, now let the whole thing rest. We're gonna tap out that right foot, just noticing how the right foot feels. Just like Thumper in Disney, right? In the Disney movie, okay. And then relax your feet. And then we're just gonna take and turn our head to the right and turn our head to the left. So one day when I remember to do this, we'll see how the neck feels, then do the stuff with the feet and see if it makes any difference. Good. Come back to center. Good. All right, left leg extends. And again, I'm just turning sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Left leg extends, heel flexes. Good, spread the toes, then curl the toes. Bring the foot down to the ground. Slide it back. Press the whole foot into the ground, lift your toes. You might even feel the activation of the top of your thigh and the front of your shin when you lift your toes, right? So just notice all these little things. I'll take that 2 more times. Reach out, curl the toes, flex, point the toe down, feeling that big stretch across the top of the ankle, slide it back, press down through the foot, lift the toes. Good. Last one, stretch it out, curl the toes, press the foot into the ground. Good, slide it back. Press the whole foot into the ground, lift the toes up. Good, then relax the toes, tap out that left foot. That one's fun just because it's fun. All right, and then we're gonna tap out both feet. Swing the arms, move any way you want to. You can twist, you can move, you can do anything you want to. Tap dancers, right? Do a little side shuffle, you know. I don't know how to tap dance. I never even took it. I just watch it on TV. All right. Oh, all right. Good job. So you might even notice that we've spent a little extra time on the feet today, that there's more tingling or more sensation in your feet. You might even notice that your feet feel more connected to the ground. That's just some suggestions, all right? All right, let's take a water break. And we'll move into the next phase. And I want to check in with everybody, see how you're doing. Feeling okay, thumbs up. Oh, not so okay, thumbs down. Good. And I'm not sure, just do a little shake of the hand. All right, so you can do one up and down, that's fine. Lulu gave up and is snoring now. Okay. She likes exercise too. Whenever I'm doing anything, she has to do it, something like it. Okay, so let's add more through the spine. We're going to take right leg to the right. And once again, we feel the foot on the ground. All right, and then lift the heel. Bring the heel down, lift the toe, the whole toe, front section of your foot. Good. All right, so we're going to add to that. So right forearm to right thigh, elbow is bent. You can keep it up high, you can slide it out, it's up to you. We're going to take left arm either to the shoulder, up or up and over. So find your side bend here. Lift up through the left rib cage. Good. While you're here, lift the heel. All right, bring the heel down, come back out. Arms are facing down. And now lift the toes and lean to the left. So left hand down, right arm up, either to the shoulder or up and over. Good, and then back out. So we're gonna reverse this. Side, heel lift to the left, to the right side, and then back up. And then as we go to the left, the toes lift. Good, one more time. Make sure you're breathing. It doesn't matter where you're inhaling or exhaling, as long as you keep the breath going. And then one more time. Good. Bring it out, relax it down. Good, bring the right leg back in. Woo. All right. Let's take a little twist to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Come back to center, take a little twist to the right, look over your right shoulder. Good. Come back to center. Good, we'll come back to that in a bit. Left leg off to the side. I'm kind of switching a little bit in my chair. Feel both feet pressing into the ground. Think about the tripod, big toe, pinky toe, heel. Notice if you tend to roll in or out on your foot and try to keep it about even. All right, and then bring left hand either to the thigh or forearm to the thigh or out further. It's up to you. Good, and we're going to take right hand to the shoulder or up and over. Good, now lift the heel up. Good, and then come back to upright, arms are out, palms down, foot is flat. And then as we reverse, and take that left hand to the shoulder or up and over, we can lift the toes here. Good, and then back to center. We're gonna take that 2 more times. Over, lifting the heel over to the left, and then back up, heel down, and now toes up as we go to the right. Good, last one. Where's your breath? Are you still breathing with the movement? Good. Come back out to center. Nice job. Relax the arms. Bring that left leg back in. Shake it out a little bit. Do a little bit of Charleston. Whew. Noticing how everything feels. And then we'll take the twist again. So this time we're going to go to the left. So twist to your left. Look over your left shoulder. We're going to come back to center. Twist over to your right. Look over your right shoulder. Good. And come back to center. Good. And then finally, finishing with the neck, draw the chin slightly back and then take your circles with your nose, drawing a letter O in the air. Good. And then reverse that direction. Nice job. Bring your head back to neutral. Good job, everybody. All right, one more. Inhale, reach up tall. Lengthen your spine, lift your rib cage away from your pelvic, your hips area. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, let it go, hands to thighs, maybe taking a half forward fold. Forearms to thighs, maybe going deeper into chair, hands to shins. Let your head relax here. And then gently nod your head, yes, up and down. Remember, if it makes you dizzy to move your head when we're forward, then just stop and let yourself enjoy more of just the stretch. Good. And as you're ready, let's come up to halfway. And then walk your hands over to the right side and fold over the right leg. So you can keep your hands on your thigh. You can kind of reach down through the right shin or right ankle. Find a little sideways forward fold. Good. And then halfway up again, back through center and over to the left. Good. And folding over that left leg. A little bit of diagonal movement. You know, again, you can reach down toward the ankle, the shin, whatever you'd like to do. Good. And then back through center. We're going to do one more time, leaning over to that right side. And you can make this very relaxed, or you can add a little effort by reaching your left arm out and across. Feeling that diagonal stretch all the way across. Good. Draw the belly in, especially if you're dealing with a sore back. We're going to come back through center, over to the left. And this time the right arm reaches out and across. Good. And then we'll come right back through center and back to upright. Good job, everybody. Whew. Take a little break, wiggle things out. Let's do some water again, just because I'm thirsty. You might be. You should, well, you've heard Lulu drink her water. She's very loud. But she drinks plenty of water, so it's a good thing. All right, so before we make our way to standing, I want to show you a couple of things that I want to try for the feet. We're going to try a couple of different movements. So we already did one of them. One of them is pony prance, right? So we're just lifting one heel and then the other. And then you can add arms like you're doing a little dance, right? And then reverse your arms. Good. And if your feet get cramped up, just kind of come off of them and, you know, tap out the feet. All right. And then another one we're going to do is heels up. I'll turn sideways. Heels up, draw the belly in, squeeze your glutes, reach forward. Palms are down, shoulders down and back. Good. So this is like our chair pose, but it's like a toe squat. So notice how that feels being on the toes, right? Good. And then bring it down. So we're going to play with that even when we're standing, but I just want to give you the option to see how it feels sitting in case you need to come back to the sitting pose. Okay. And then bring it down. All right, as you're ready, we're gonna make our way up to standing. Take your time any way you'd like. Have your chair nearby for support, either in front of you or off to the side. All right. And then as we come into our mountain pose, your mountain pose can be standing, it can be seated. Let's find the alignment by first paying attention to the feet. Feel the tripod of your feet. Big toe, pinky toe, heel as a tripod. Notice if you tend to roll in or roll out. I tend to roll in, and I'm working at trying to keep my ankles strong and my core strong so that I don't do that, right? So feel the feet connect to the ground. All right, and then from here, we'll take a few sun circles. So start with your mountain pose, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. Good. And then as you're ready, we're going to take some inhales, reach up. And exhale, float the arms back down. Take two more, go at your own pace. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. Nice deep breaths and release. Good. On this last one, we're going to take a side bend. Inhale up, right hand down as we lean to the right. Keep the feet pressing down. Maybe that left hip presses out. And then inhale up. And then over to the left. Notice how your weight will try to shift from one foot to the other, but try to keep the weight in both feet equally if you can. Good. Inhale back up. Good. Bring the hands to heart. Good. Now, releasing the hands down, we'll play with that pony prance. So right knee bends and then left knee bends. So making it a little pony prance, right? And then adding the arms. So you can do any arm that you want to. You can do a little pony prance. And then reverse. Nice job, everybody. All right, and then take your feet wide and let it swing out. So in my workshop that I took yesterday, it said that the bones in our feet, we have a lot of bones in our feet, comprise half of the bones in our body in number, not in size, but in number. The number of bones in our feet is half of our body's bones. Isn't that amazing? So our feet are very complex structures. All right, holding the back of your chair, we're going to move into our downward facing dog. So take a step back and then start to bend the knees. Take enough back that you can start to stretch out the arms. Keep the belly lifted and make sure you can keep your heels on the ground, right? So try to press the heels into the ground. Become aware of that tripod of the feet. And then add the pony prance here if you want to, lifting one heel and then the other. Good. And then look forward and walk your feet forward. Good job. All right. So downward facing dog is about the back, but the back continues all the way through the soles of the feet, right? All right. And then let's play with the other two that we were talking about. So we did our pony prance already. Now we're going to play with our chair pose. So bending at the knees and bending at the hips. Good. So you can make it super gentle, especially if you have knees issues. And remember that we need to squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs so that we feel these muscles activate, right? So just notice the chair pose. Good. All right, and then come back to upright. So normally we think about what's happening with the thighs when we come into chair pose. But I'm bringing our awareness into what's happening with the feet and the ankles. And then come back. All right, so I'm going to add a little challenge. You can try it or not. It's up to you. Come bend into your chair pose. Palms are going to face down or hold on to your chair. And then lift the heels. Maybe it's just one hand at a time. It's kind of wobbly for me. All right, and then bring it down. Ooh, that's a big one. All right, and you're just going to shake out one foot, shake out the other. We're going to try that one more time and add something to it. So it's just options, right? Just options. One of you once told me that I offer so many options that it gets confusing. But and you know who you are. But I just want to make sure that every person here has the one that fits them the best, right? All right, so we're going to add our chair. Option, heels lift. All right, and then right foot steps forward. Stay on the balls of your feet. Hold on to your chair if you need to. Ooh, feel the thighs draw together. Use your glutes. Don't just rely on your feet. All right, come back. Stop. Shake it out. Good. And then last time. Chair pose. I promise this is the last one. Option to lift the heels. Option to step forward with the left foot. And balance. What? It's a little wobbly, right? All right, bring it back. Good. Whew. Shake it out. Circle out the ankles. And then something that may or may not feel good, I'm going to just show it to you, is to reach one leg back, point the foot so that you stretch the front of your ankle. And if you want, you can bring the top of your foot down. If you have shoes on, that may not be easy, and this may not even feel good for you. Just something to try, okay? Just stretching the top of the foot. Good. And then the same thing with the other leg. So you're just kind of reaching back, pointing, Stretch the ankle, and then maybe letting the top of the foot touch the ground. Good. All right, release. Ooh, some of you are doing it without holding on, but that's a balance pose, right? Top of the foot down without holding on. That's tough. It's not an easy pose. Whew. All right. Okay, let's take one more downward facing dog. Holding on to the back of the chair. Reach back. This time we don't have to do anything with the feet except bring your awareness to it. Lift your rib cage, reach your tailbone back. Good, and then come back up to upright. All right. Begin to move into the right side of your chair. So here's a couple more poses that we do that are standard poses that we do, but again, bringing the awareness to the feet. So for mountain pose, we're just going to step back with the right foot, bend the left knee, and then go ahead and bring the heel of the foot down. So it's going to be a little bit of an angle here. And this is our warrior one, right? So the hips are facing forward. Notice how that back foot feels. And also feel the tripod of your front foot. Good. And then this is warrior one. Arms forward or arms up. Good. Bend the elbows out into our cactus shape. Maybe it's just one arm. That's okay. And then reach the arms down, lean forward. Keep pressing through equally through your feet. Good. And now reach back. Pull the beach ball behind you, even if it's just with one arm. Good. And then forward on up. Good. Release. Step the right foot forward. Good. Do a little march. Shake it out. Did we get a water break? Yeah, I think we're okay. All right. Oh, shake it out, dance it out, anything you need here. All right, while we're on the right side, we're going to play with our tightrope. All right, so in your mountain pose, keep your weight on your left foot, step forward with your right. You can do foot in front of foot or take your right foot to the right a little. All right, our tightrope. To make ourselves feel a little more steady, press into your big toe. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes. Now, what happens if we shift the weight into the front foot? And what happens if we shift our weight into the back foot? So we're doing tightrope, right foot in front. Shift forward, shift back. It's kind of interesting, right? Shift forward, shift back. One more alternative is lift the right leg and balance. And now release. Phew, good job. All right, shake it all out. All right, we'll go second, the other side, to the left of your chair. All right, starting with warrior one, start with mountain pose. Feel your tripods of your feet underneath you. And then keeping the upper body still, left foot steps back, right knee bends, okay? So there's a little angle. See if you can press into the pinky toe side of that left foot, as well as the heel. The whole foot on the right side. So this is our warrior one. You can be here, you can be here. You can do both arms. Good. I'm going to hold on for a little bit. This is our warrior one, feeling strong and steady through the feet. And then elbows bend into our cactus. Maybe it's half cactus. And then as you hinge forward, reach back, imagining that beach ball behind you. Keep the belly drawn in, feel the feet equal weight. And then one more time, inhale forward and up. Good. As we release, step the back foot forward. Nice. Shake it out, move it around. And then finally, tightrope. So keep the right foot down, left foot steps forward. And if you feel really wobbly here, take your left foot to the left a little bit, okay? So play with that. Thighs drawn together, glutes working. So the work is not just in the feet. All right. Begin to shift your weight into your front foot, your left foot, like you're going to take a step. And then shift your weight back to the right. And then forward again. And back. I hope I never have to actually do a tightrope. How about you? Last one. Good. As the weight shifts to the right, lift the left knee. Option. Remember, you don't have to do this. Good. Bring it down. Woo, we're done. We're done with the balance. Shake it out. You can do swings. You can do dances. You can march. A nice thing to do for the hips is to take the hips in some circles too. Good. And go the other direction. All right, great job, everybody. Let's take a water break, have a seat. So I mentioned a workshop that I did yesterday for the feet. I did about 45 minutes of an hour and a half of the workshop because I got really into some very complicated stuff on the hands, on the wrists, and my wrists were just getting too tired. But I'm actually a little sore today in my calf and in my feet. So with the extra stuff we did today, don't be surprised if you're a little bit sore tomorrow. Do some movements, stretch things out, drink plenty of water, okay? All right, let's take a sit back in your chair for just a moment and notice how it feels just to sit back. I know I love it. You know, we all love sitting back in our chairs all the time. This is my spot when I'm watching TV, by the way. And that's my husband's spot right here. And then that's Lulu's spot. So we all watch TV just like this. This is our spots, right? All right, good. All right, let's take a break off of the feet for just a minute and stretch out through the wrists. So clasp your hands together, make some movement through the wrists. See how that feels. Good, add the elbows. Good. And then gently press the palms forward, observing how that feels through the hands, the wrists, the shoulders. Good. And then open out the arms, spread out the fingers, reach back, maybe lean back in your chair if that feels comfortable, depending on your chair. Maybe looking up. Good, and release. Clasp your hands the opposite way, the way that feels weird. Opposite thumb on, opposite hands weaving through. And then let's move things around. I always say it's the way that feels like an alien hand. And even though I do it over and over, it still feels weird this way. And then one more time, press forward. Good, stretching out. Good, yeah, adding any variation you want. And then opening out the arms wide. Turn your palms up, lift your chest, maybe lean back in your chair. Good, and then release. Good. And then just shake out the hands. Good. All right, showing a little bit of feet love today. We'll come forward, sitting forward on the chair. Back a little bit. And let's play around with either right ankle over left shin or right ankle up to the thigh. Good. If this is really kind of difficult for you to do, take that left leg and stretch it out a little bit. And you might find it gives you just a little more space. So you can try it and see how that works for you. And remember, it's always okay to stay here, okay? And just give a little wiggle to your ankle. You can even use your hand to move the foot around. And since I'm at home and I'm not worried, I've washed, taken my shower and stuff, you can even take your fingers and move the toes around. Good. See how the whole foot feels. When's the last time you gave yourself a foot massage or got a foot massage, right? So this is where we start to notice these different parts of our foot, the heel, the front of the heel, the center of the foot, the plantar fascia, all the way through the ball of the foot, the big toe, and then each toe. So give some awareness to your feet, send some love to them. Notice all the muscles, all the bones, all of the connective tissue in every part of the foot. Some of you may remember that I had a lot of problems with my left foot earlier in the year, and now it's almost gone. Not completely, but it's almost gone. All right, now let the foot stay there. And turn your toes forward so you feel the calves get a little bit tighter. Here's one option, stay here or bring the heel closer to the hip crease. If you have knee issues, that may not feel good, okay? So I'm just going to give you that option. All right, and then choose if you want to do a forward fold, hinging at the hips. Shoulders down and back, belly drawn in. Good. Letting the hands rest or reach forward, your choice. Take 3 rounds of breath. Allow yourself to move in any way you'd like to. Maybe even coming out if you want to. Good. After the 3 rounds of breath, roll back up. Good. Uncross the leg, stretch it out, hold the back of the thigh. And just notice how it feels to press out through the heel, spread the toes wide. Good, and then wiggle out the toes. All right, and then release the leg down. Good. Shake out that right leg. All right, second side. Left ankle over right shin. Or if you can get the ankle to the thigh, we can try that one. Remember, you can stretch out the right leg a little bit. And then pay attention to that left foot. Move things around. Get the toes moving. Do a little massage through any part of the foot. Notice where you find tension or stiffness. We've done quite a bit of work on the feet today, so hopefully they feel a little more connected, a little more loose, and even, you know, just a little more active than when we started. Good. And then just let it all move around a little bit. And then go ahead and flex that foot. Toes are facing forward. And choosing the ankle on the thigh, on the shin, or up toward your hip crease. I don't do that too often just because I feel like it's a lot of pressure on the knee. So, but I just want to let you know that that's an option, okay? So pausing there, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Your hands can be anywhere you want them to be. Take 3 rounds of breath. Noticing if it changes as we are here. Where you position, whether there's a little loosening, a little bit of just acceptance of the pose. And then after those 3 rounds of breath, slowly come back to upright. Good. Uncross the leg. I kind of forgot what we did last time. Oh, we hold the back of the leg. Yeah, I kind of forgot. All right. Hold the back of the leg, wiggle out the toes. See if you can wave to me with your toes. I know, it looks weird, I know. All right, and then bring it down. Nice job. So lots of attention to the feet. I hope that they feel fairly comfortable now. We'll take one more water break and we'll start moving into other stretches. All right, so from wide legs, knees and thighs pointing in the same direction as the toes. And remember, even though we're not going to work so much intensely on the feet, just stay aware of where your feet are and that the whole foot's connected. The tripod of your foot is connected to the ground. And then take your forward fold here. So you can kind of hands to thighs. You can bring forearms to thighs. You can go further if you want to. Maybe you like to wiggle. Maybe you like to just pause and hang. So I'm going to give you let you make your own choices here. I'm actually looking at my feet and noticing whether my feet tend to collapse in toward the center or not. And so sometimes we need to press into the pinky toe side, but at the same time, keep the big toe side connected. Good. And then slowly bring your hands back to your thighs, roll up, lower belly draws in, low back, middle back, shoulders, and head. Good. From our forward fold, draw the chest forward, shoulders back, look up, like our cat pose, our cow pose. Good. And then round and curl into our cat pose. Take two more. Inhale, lift, expand. Exhale, round. Use your core, draw your belly in. And one more. Good. As we come back to upright, swing over to your right side. And so we'll be in our chair lunge, and your left knee can either point down, come forward, or reach back. All right, your choice. And then I want you to notice, hopefully right foot is on the ground. I'm using my right hand to hold onto the chair so I don't fall out of it. But what's the left foot doing? You can have toes tucked, or you can untuck the toes and press the top of the foot down. Which one feels better to you, right? So play with that and just notice how it feels to come into our lunge. All right. Beautiful. All right. And then option to bring hands to heart, only if you feel steady in your chair. Otherwise, you're holding on to your chair with your right hand. Good. Keep your spine long and then twist to your right, facing the back part of your chair. Maybe even opening the arms out wide. Good. Then reverse that. Hands back to heart. Untwist. Good. Release the arms. Good. And come back to center. Nice. So that's our lunge pose with a twist, right? We can take a lunge pose with a twist. All right. And then from our wide leg, we're going to swing over to the left. Take some time to adjust. Feel your left foot on the ground. And then the right foot is either toes tucked, slightly forward, slightly back, or untucking the toes and pressing the top of the foot down. I don't keep that for too long. It's just a nice stretch for a moment, right? So I'm just going to pause that for a little bit. All right. And then we find our side lunge as we face the left side. Bring your hands together in front of your heart if you'd like. Twist to your left. Start to look toward the back of your chair. Good. Open the arms out. Nice job. All right. Hands back to heart. Unwind. Back to center. Good. Whew, that's a big one, right? All right. I'm going to watch because I didn't get to watch you. I'm facing away from you guys. So let me give you that option. Either take a rest now or we take one more round, right? So I'm going to watch though. So spin to your right. Good. Arrange yourself. Feel comfortable here. A strong option is to lift yourself up out of the chair. It's just an option, okay? All right. Hands to heart. Twist to your right. Open out the arms. Woohoo! Good. All right, hands back to heart. Untwist. Good. Face forward. Bring it back down. All right. The lifting part is a little bit of a challenge, so kind of take your time with that. And the chair is always there. So other side. So swing to the left. Staying here or the option to come up off the chair. Good. Turn to your left. Open out the arms. I'm just watching you guys. Good. Come out of the twist, hands to heart. Face forward. Back down to the chair if you're up. Good. Nice job, guys. That's an interesting way to test things, right? So I always want to give a gentle version and then a challenge in case anybody's wanting to try one or the other. All right. After that nice big lunge pose that we did, just go ahead and take some wide leg Charleston and some windshield wipers. Good. All right, and then go ahead and bring your feet in front of you, coming back into our seated mountain. Good. One sun salutation, arms down by the sides. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Good. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, open out to cactus arms. Draw that belly in as you lean halfway forward. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to thighs, forward fold. Use your inhale to come back halfway up. And exhale back to forward fold. Inhale, turning to your right, right arm extends. And release, exhale. Inhale, turn to your left, lift your left arm. Exhale, release your left twist. Inhale, reverse the swan dive, come on up. Hands to heart. Pause here, close your eyes for a moment. Notice how your whole body feels. Observe any place where your body may still be holding tension, and notice if that's an area we worked a lot today, or if it's just an area where you tend to hold tension. Gently open the eyes, open out the arms wide, inhale, and exhale, give yourself a hug. That's from me to you. Pat yourself on the back, move your elbows around, move anything you want to move. Good. All right, noticing which arm we have on top, we're going to switch. Inhale, expand, open, reach out, and exhale, opposite arm on top. Oh, nice big hug. Oh, yeah. Send some kisses. Thank yourself for your arms, your legs, everything that's working today. Good. And then one more. Inhale and release. Exhale. Beautiful. We're going to send kisses to the foot. Mwah. I know, just imaginary, right? Just imaginary that we can actually, mwah, mwah. Maybe we can just have blow kisses to it. And then the other foot. Mwah. Right? All right. Thank your feet for doing all the work that they did today. And don't forget the knees. Knees and hips. Good. And then make your way all the way back to your chair. Give yourself a minute though. If you have some pose that we didn't get to today that you really want, take some time to do that. Some of you, it's going to be neck movements. Some of you, it's going to be something else, a back bend, a forward fold. So I like to give you that space to listen to your own body and acknowledge what you need today. Nice group today. Just going to move my wrists, move my hands a little bit. And then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and sit back in the chair. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale with a big sigh. Good. Let yourself start to sink into your chair. Maybe you take another of those cleansing breaths, deep breath through the nose. And a big sigh. As you're ready, gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. And then from the feet up, feel the feet relax. Each toe, the whole bottom of the foot and the whole top of the foot. Moving that relaxation all the way up through the shins, the calves, the knees. In and through the thighs, the backs of the thighs and the fronts of the thighs. Moving up to the glutes, softening the glutes. The belly, the hips, the chest, the whole back, And then your hands, your forearms, your wrists, your elbows, your upper arms, and your shoulders. Relax your throat. Soften your face, letting the jaw relax. The eyeballs, all the way to the crown of the head. And now let yourself simply enjoy this by keeping your mind in the moment or letting your mind drift. I'm going to be quiet for about 3 more breaths. As you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to your body. Once more to your feet. And once more to any place that your body is, sending you signals. And we'll take a little bit of movement, starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe let the head rock side to side. And then just letting anything that's ready to move. Without really changing the breath, it will automatically change as we start to move a little bit more. You could take a deeper breath, a big stretch. And then gently open your eyes when you're ready. Good. We'll take one more deep breath in. And one more big sigh. Good. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Sealing in any good things that you've gotten from the session today. So if you feel more connected, more grounded, hold on to that. If you feel more joyful or just happy that you could move today, hold on to that. The light in me sees and honors the beautiful light in each of you. Namaste. Thanks, everybody.